Good morning. My name is Tammy, and I'd like to welcome. This is a FlossTube extra from Unique Boutique. I've been starting to do these theme weekends. So, like last weekend was a Feelin' Foxy weekend, which meant that you worked on any of your whips for however long you wanted to work on them that had a fox in them. Didn't matter if you were up to the fox, didn't matter if it was full coverage, none of it mattered. So, and I've also had a finishing weekend. I, had a gnome frenzy weekend, which was really fun. I did a whole bunch of starts of gnomes that I really enjoyed. So, I got thinking about it, and I had several ideas in my head. Well, you know what? A lot of us have whips that, don't call to us or do call to us, and I've really gotten into full coverage lately. I'm really enjoying myself with that. So I thought I'd do a focus on full coverage weekend. So if you have any full coverages or very large whips, they may not be full coverage, but they're large enough that they take quite a bit of time to finish. I know that there are a few pretty ladies or fancy ladies out there. My friend Claudia does a lot of those fancy ladies, and a lot of hers are kits, I believe, and they might as well be full coverage. That's how big they are. I've seen pictures of them. So I got thinking about it. So starting Friday, August 8th at noon, going till Monday, the 11th, I believe. Yeah, 11th or 12th. I think it's the 11th, though. Yeah, because 8th is Friday, 9, 10, 11. The 11th at noon, working on a few, or it could be just one. You could want to spend the whole weekend working on that one whip. I've done that in the past. So I have made taken one of my small boards and put on 5 whips. Now whether I get to 500 doesn't matter. But I try to give myself a goal. And if I make that goal, awesome. If I don't, it's okay. So the 5 I have on here are 3 cheers, huggable, Rudolph peeking, Alice in the Leap Hairs, and Fox in the Forest, which I started last week and really didn't work on as much as I would have liked. So sorry about that. So let's start out. This is Fox in the Forest. It is from Celtic Rose Cross Stitch on Etsy. It's not a very big one. I think it's only 224 by 224, I think. And it does have quite a bit of confetti, but that's okay. I'm good with it. I started this on July 30th, 2025. I'm stitching it on a 20 count Easy Guide Ada, and I'm using the called for DMC. My goal for this is 5,000. Out of 50,176, I have completed 178 stitches. That's it. And I am at 0.35%, and this would be my starting point. And you may be able to see some, some reds in there. Just right there. Because of all the leaves. So I'm going to see what I can do. Okay. The next thing. I don't have a picture of this one, but this is part of an album cover, and it's the My Chemical Romance band. It's the album cover for one of their albums, and this is how far I've gotten. And I've been doing this one for a long time. This is over a year old now, and I really want to finish it. So this is how far I've gotten, and if I could get 500 stitches done on this, then that would be awesome. So there's that. And then I do have a picture for this one. This is the first thing that I've done from Randall Spangler. I know there's quite a few people doing his dragons. Stewart and Stitches, Kim Hollenbeck, Siski. In fact, one of Sissy Stitches, one of her focus pieces, is cruising the information highway. And I watch her every week, and I see her progress. But hers are not... Where'd it go? Okay, where are you hiding? Ah, right there. Here's the mock-up. And I think he's very adorable. Just going, hug me, please. I think he's very cute. And I started this on July 14th, 2025. I'm using a 20 count Ada, which is easy guide. I'm using the Call for DMC. My goal is 5,000 stitches. Now, out of 37,440 stitches, I have completed 451, and I am at 1.20%. Here is my starting point. I am in the left-hand corner where the cookie jar is, and this has got more block stitching than I expected. Usually with a lot of the ones that I look at, not thinking about it, and then once I get the chart, it's like confetti galore. But there's that one. So this one will be one of the ones that I work on this weekend. There's that. The next one I have a picture for. The designer for Huggable is Randall Spangler and charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And it is a quick stitch. It's not a full, it's just a little one. This one is Alice in the Leap Years. There we go. This is Alice in the Leap Years. The designer is Simona Candini, and it was charted by Thread Geeks. And there's a few more on Thread Geeks that I really got. Alright, I started this on March 9th, 2025. I'm stitching it on an 18 count Easy Guide Ada using the called for DMC. My goal is 3,000 stitches out of 63,504. I've completed 1,783 and I am at 2.81%. If I could get the goal done, let's get to 5%, I think I'd be pretty happy. And here's where we are. It's not all black. There are different shades of gray. It's just in this light, all you can see is black. But this is how far I've gotten. This is my starting point. And what I'm trying to do is, you know, finish block by block until I have a diagonal going. So, there's that. So we'll see what I can get done this weekend. I don't have to do 500, but if I do 500, then yay me. That might get me closer to my 3,000 goal. And then this can go away for a little bit. Okay. And the last one. Now this one I really have to work on because I haven't worked on it all week, and it is my focus event for semi-sane Stitchers August focus event. And I tried last year, and last month, I got 1,000 in on one, and that was working on it every day for 200 stitches a day. I'm not going to be able to do that this time due to other goals that I put up for myself, but see what we can do. If I can get at least, 30,000 this month, that would be awesome. Oops. I did work on this yesterday for a little bit, but this is Rudolph Peking. It's from Luthien Arts on Etsy. And it's very cute. And I started this on November 30th, 2024. I'm doing it on an 18 count Easy Count Ada, and I'm using the called for DMC. My goal is 3,000. So far I have 2,664, and I am at to complete it I need 12,400, and I am at 21.48%. And here it is. Here I am. So I did most of this yesterday. So there we are. So these are the ones that I'm going to focus on for this weekend, hopefully. Should you have any questions, comments, queries, please put them in the description. Put them down in the comments below. If you have any ideas for a different theme weekend, let me know, and I will be more than happy to give you all the credit in the world for it. Next weekend, who knows? It might be something to do with, fall. It might have something to do with going back to school. It might have something to do with, a lot of people do arbitrary August, which I'm pretty sure just is whatever kind of thing. It could be a sweet wee weekend. You never know. You never know with me. I was thinking about oldies but goodies, which are your oldest whips to hollow them out and work on them. I have two. Not quite sure what I'm going to do there. But I figured, you know, the more people that I have been watching as far as FlossTube is concerned, a lot more people are getting into the full coverage. So that's why I decided to do it this way. Other than that, I hope you join me. I really do. I might be doing a finishing weekend once a month, just to get some of those finishes done and out of the way. So we will see. I'm also going to try to work on my I Spy props. I haven't done any of those yet either. So if you are, you know, don't have anything better to do this weekend, please join me for my Focus Full Coverage weekend. Alright, I'll see everybody on Friday, and keep on stitching all, y'all. Bye.